Hello, this is Mr. Hornsby 83. This is the Mr. Hornsby 83 show. Um, Before I get started, I'll explain why I didn't have a video. Pretty sure it's not like anybody cares anyway. But why I didn't have a video Tuesday is because I decided since Wrestle Game Mania is going on right now that I'm just going to go ahead and just do a normal topic video for the week and then do the live stream of my playthroughs of wrestling games. That's why it's called Wrestle Game Mania. Now, I did Raw 1 last week, WWF Raw, for Xbox last week. And this week I'll be doing the sequel to that game, WWE Raw 2. I'm going to talk about some wonky stuff. There was wonky stuff in that first game, but Raw 2 is better, and there's not that much there's still as much wonky stuff as the first one, but it's still a little bit of a better game. So what I'm going to be talking about today is YouTubers that attack other YouTubers. And what better place to start than the Grace Randolph, John Campea feud from a couple years ago. I've been wanting to do this video for a couple years, but so many other things that were coming up on YouTube that I was working on. When I map out what I'm going to do on YouTube throughout the year, that video never fit in to the schedule for those past couple years. But like with this year, I've mapped out what I got planned for this year. But, honestly, this whole thing started with Grace Randolph pretty much, calling out all of Collider for all the good reviews they give to Marvel movies, but a lot of the bad reviews they gave out to DC movies, and the main focus of this whole debate was Batman v Superman. Now, honestly, I watched Collider's review of, when I was still watching Collider, I watched Collider's review of, Batman v Superman, and everybody except for the person Grace Randolph called out slaughtered Batman v Superman. Said, oh, they didn't like Jesse Eisenberg as Luthor's son or whatever. They didn't like Doomsday Plot, any of that. All of that was like, they thought that was all lame and all that stuff. So, they said the movie had so many plot holes, blah, blah, blah. But Campea was defending the movie, and despite what the score he gave it, I believe he gave it like a 6. I think he was going to give it a 6.5 first, but then he ended up giving it a 7 out of 10. So, Grace Randolph called him out, said, John Campea and all the people at Collider are all paid by Marvel to give bad reviews to DC movies and then to give good reviews to Marvel movies. And honestly, even the ones that were slaughtering Batman v Superman all gave Avengers Age of Ultron a bad review. So, first and foremost though, but, I think Grace did take it a little far when she did the whole picture of John Campea of John Campea and his wife with money in his eyes, and the big Marvel's logo behind him. So she took it a little too far with that. But Campea kind of took it far too by calling her sick, saying she was crazy, saying she was insane. I've watched a lot of Grace Randolph stuff. She's far from insane. Yeah, she might say some things that seem like she's insane or do some things that seem like she's insane, but she's not really. She don't seem like that type of a person that's insane. And I remember when I used to watch Grace Randolph on the Watcher program that Marvel.com used to have. So, And honestly, yes, a lot of the Marvel movies have gotten good reviews, and a lot of DC movies have gotten bad reviews. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of Marvel Studio movies, I kind of felt were a bit overrated. I mean, I thought the first Captain America, yeah, it was alright. Wasn't the greatest movie ever. Winter Soldier, everybody says, oh, that was way better than the first one. No. Now, I did love Civil War. Civil War was a great one, I thought. Was great. I don't care for Ant-Man and the Wasp. I didn't care for the original Ant-Man movie. The first Avenger movie I thought wasn't that great either. I did like Age of Ultron a little bit, but, I know it's a bad movie. And I know, yeah, they did a lot of good with the first Avenger movie than bad. But, I just feel like it wasn't, I wasn't a big fan of it. Iron Man 3, a lot of people gave that a good review. I thought that movie was garbage. Especially with the Mandarin situation. I think now, after that movie's been out for a few years, I think a lot of people are kind of agreeing with my sentiments about Iron Man 3. Iron Man 1 and 2, I honestly, out of the Iron Man movies, I really liked the first one, and the rest, the other two, I don't think was really that good. First one was good, the other two I just didn't think was that good. Same with, same with a lot of the other Marvel movies they come out with, I liked the Incredible Hulk movie. I thought that was a good movie. I can't wait to see Planet Hulk. The Thor movies, 1 and 2, I really didn't care for too much. Now, I do like Ragnarok. I did like Black Panther when that came out last year. And Avengers Infinity War was awesome, and I'm hoping in-game lead, continues to be built on the greatness that Endgame was. Or Infinity War. Jesus. I'm screwed up. So, honestly, a lot of things Grace Randolph says, I think people give too much good reviews to a lot of the Marvel movies. And some of them are okay to good. Some of them are, that's just my opinion, though. I'm not saying, oh, they're bad or they were badly made. They were made well, and they, a lot of people like them. But, I just feel like, I think Marvel does get way too much love for a lot of their movies. And, I've called out Collider on a lot of their reviews of certain movies. I called them out on their X-Men Apocalypse review. I don't know what they gave the Halloween, this most recent one. I felt like this one was a disappointment. And honestly, to me, the best Marvel Studio movies to me was Incredible Hulk, the first Iron Man, Captain America Civil War, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War. What else? There was one other I thought was really good. I just talked about it, but yeah, that's all. I think that's the best movies they've done. Now, I'm not saying the other ones are bad. I just don't like them as much as other people do, and I think they get way too overrated with them. And yeah, maybe it might seem like a lot of these movies, like with Captain Marvel, we just seen that. I thought it was good. I don't think it's great, but I think it's a good movie. And yeah, they do stick to the source material a little bit more. But oh yeah, another one. Spider-Man: Far From Home, or yeah, no, not Far From Home. Spider-Man: Homecoming. Far From Home coming out in July. Yeah. So yeah, those are the movies out of the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe I think are the best. And the rest I either thought was okay or thought was good, just good. You know, I don't think they're the masterpieces that everybody else makes them out to be. Like, oh yeah, this one's a masterpiece, and this one's a masterpiece, and this one's a masterpiece. Blah, 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 blah. You know, yeah. So oh yeah, I did like the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and part two wasn't bad either. So yeah, 7. Those are the best movies I think Marvel Studios has made. Now, yes, do they treat the movies? Do they, keep to the source materials a lot better than any other movies? Do they really work hard on those movies? Yes, they do. And I'm not trying to discourage that. I'm just saying, I think people just gets, and that happens when you build up a good reputation with people. And Marvel Studios built up a good reputation with people. And so, yeah. Those are the movies I think are the best out of Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, I know a lot of people might disagree with that, but that's just my opinion. Everybody has their opinion. And I'm not trying to discredit everybody's opinion, but yeah, I do feel like all these critics and all these fans give too much love to a Marvel Studios movie. Now let's move on to another thing that happened a couple years ago. The Mike O'Hearn and, Mark Bell rivalry. And I agree with what Mark Bell said. I was on Mark Bell's side with this one. Now, with Grace Randolph and John Campea, I wasn't on neither one of their sides. I'm like, they're both freaking being stupid and that over this movie. Grace should have looked into it more and seen the review and seen that Campea actually liked the movie. But for me, the Mike O'Hearn or Mike O'Tran or whatever his freaking name is, he called out Mark Bell first. And, Mark Bell did say, yeah, when you were a little wide-eyed guy looking for a mentor, I was there to mentor you and everything, and then you're going to sit there and disrespect me and call me out like that? And he's like, well, we're no longer friends in that. So, I can understand that. When you do something for someone like that, and then they can betray you that quickly, now they've patched things up since then because Mike O'Hearn or Mike O'Tran or whatever he's called has been on Super Training Gym in a few of their most recent videos. But at the time, I thought it was disrespectful and I watched a video where he kind of called out Mark Bell. And I was like, man, I can't believe that guy's going to be disrespectful to this guy who helped him out when he was getting into it. That'd be like me going, to the guy that was my mentor in bodybuilding, Stan Smith. That'd be like me going, hey, calling him out on YouTube saying, yeah, Stan Smith, he's bogus. He's not a real bodybuilder or whatever. I don't know what I said with those guys, but, that'd be like me going out calling out Stan Smith. I'd be like, oh yeah, her, Stan Smith doesn't know as much as he thinks he does. I would never do that because, no matter what, when someone takes on that mentor role for whatever it is, whether it be bodybuilding, karate, coaches on teams, and they help you become a better player or a better bodybuilder or, better anything, you want to show them respect for a long time. Unless they do you wrong first. Then I can see why you would say something. But like I said, Mark Bell did not say anything. He didn't turn on Mike O'Hearn. Mike O'Hearn turned on him. So, yeah. Now let's get into someone who deserves a lot of people attacking him on YouTube. That's Mr. Fernando. I mean, I remember, because I don't always stay on my page on YouTube of subscribers, of channels I've subscribed to. I don't always stay on that page. But sometimes I'll go to the home page, and I seen one time, because I was watching a lot of Zach Cox videos and, GTA series videos and that. But I was sitting there watching. I didn't watch, but I was sitting there, I was scrolling through. I seen this. This guy's like, I got GTA 6 early. I'm like, what? GTA 6 is out? So what I did, I went and checked, YouTube channels that I felt were credible. GTA series to Zach Cox, which I'll talk about Zach Cox here in a minute, in about a few moments. But I watched that. They didn't say nothing about GTA 6 coming out. So I was like, man, this guy's clickbaiting. And I'm like, wow. Because like I said, I also checked Rockstar's webpage and everything. And I think I'm also subscribed to Rockstar's channel. Or I either got them on Facebook. And when I looked on their page, nothing about GTA 6. I'm like, man, this guy must have been lying. It's a good thing I didn't watch that video. But, he deserves it. I mean, when you sit there and you put a video out to clickbait just to get more views, what happened to people trying to think up new concepts, new shows for their show, or new themes for their shows or whatnot, where you have to go to clickbaiting to freaking get your channel more views, more subs, more subscribers, blah, blah, blah. You either clickbait or you attack another YouTuber. Now, I don't believe in attacking other YouTubers. I think, they do what they do. They have their fan base. I do what I do. I have my fan base. And I'd rather just continue doing what I'm doing and not worry about what some stupid clickbaiting douchebag's doing. I mean, yeah, it's wrong to misinform people. But really, no matter what anybody says, even if you do attack another YouTuber, they're not going to change what they are. You can sit there and attack a clickbaiter all you want, but they're not going to change what they are. They're going to continue doing what they're doing because they know, it's getting us views, it's getting me subscribers, I'm going to freaking keep doing that. And I think it's BS that you have to sink that low to get new subscribers and to get more views than you usually get. So, yeah. Fernando deserves it. Now let's move on to the Zach Cox. Now, look. Zach Cox might sometimes might sometimes get close to that border of clickbaiter, but he doesn't totally go into clickbait. Yeah, he gets close to it, and I'm going to kind of call him out on that, especially with a couple of his recent videos, but don't become a Fernando, Zach Cox. Don't become that. Now, I was watching this one YouTuber. I forgot what the guy's name was or what the channel's name was or whatnot. But he was attacking Zach Cox. Talking about how Zach Cox, he's a clickbaiter. He's a freaking... He makes up stuff, and then he talked about when Zach Cox did a video about the kid that was murdered and said he was going to donate to the family. And the guy said, well, he just did that video just so people would... He freaking bet off of somebody's real life tragedy to try to get more views for his channel. And honestly, here's the thing with that. Now, yeah, the guy talked about how, he checked Zach Cox's Twitter account or, checked, and he doubts, he doubts the guy because because Zach Cox didn't say nothing about, donating that money to them people. And to me, maybe Zach Cox is one of those people that don't like to brag when they do something really good like that. Maybe he don't want to put it on Twitter or social media. Maybe he did donate. You don't know. Whether he did but if he didn't donate, then he shouldn't have used that tragedy to talk about in his own video. I mean, so whether he did or didn't, that's on him. If he did, good. But if he didn't, yeah, he shouldn't have used someone's real life tragedy to use on his video. And even when the video came out, I didn't want to watch it because I felt like, yeah, you shouldn't be talking about that unless you're going to donate to it, yeah. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, I don't know. But I hope he did, especially if he used it for one of his videos. And he said on the video that, he's going to donate to those people who lost that boy. So, hopefully he did. I mean, so like I say. But, the thing I got with the guy that kept attacking Zach Cox, he kept saying, oh, Zach Small Cox. I'm like, okay, first of all, how would you know if it's small or not? Why would you even care if it's small or not? I know he said it to demean Zach Cox, because Zach Cox is always saying, it's large, and then he says, well, that's what she said. And yeah, I don't like when he uses that catchphrase, but that's one of his phrases, but, because it's kind of disrespectful to some people, and people come across of it as him being a cocky, arrogant jerk, when he's trying to play up that he's actually a nice guy in that. So, using that line does not help your cause there, Zach. But anyway, the guy calling him Small Cox, I think it's, okay, why not call him Zach Sucks Cox or something? Now, I know he might get in trouble for that, because of what, how YouTube is these days. But, I'm not going to go on YouTube and call somebody Zach Small Cox. Or you could have said, something else that was the meaning other than small cock, because that makes you look a little suspicious yourself there, buddy. And like I said, I don't remember who the guy was that said it about him. But, that makes you look like you're a little, But, I've said a lot. It's been a rough week for me, and I'll talk about that today in the video. I was going to be talking about some new themes I got for the show this year. And we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But, yeah. Anyway, it's kind of weird that another dude would talk about some dude's cock being small. Why not make fun of his old name, Potato? Because that was his name before he switched it to Zach Cox TV. But, yeah, like I said, Zach Cox does border on clickbait sometimes, but Trippy Commentaries kind of does that too, and I watch them, but they don't do, like I said, they don't do it as bad. But Zach is more of an informal channel about GTA news. Either he's found out about it through looking it up or watching GTA series videos or whatever. And he did call out North Point 4 about the frickin' Nico being dead thing, that video, which I'm getting ready to talk about North Point 4 here in a sec. And how people's been calling him out and how he deserves to be called out as well as Fernando. But Zach Cox, I don't think he should be called out. Now, if he didn't donate to that family, then he needs to delete that video about him talking about that boy's death. But if he did, and he didn't say nothing about it, then he probably didn't want to brag about it. You know, sometimes, you know, no matter if you do a good deed or not, bragging about it is kind of, you know, inflating your own ego a little. I could do several kind things, and I have done several kind things throughout the years. I don't come out here bragging about it. I don't put it on Twitter. I don't put it on Facebook. I don't put it on any platforms I'm on for social media. And I definitely don't do it here. Anyway. So, now on to point 4. Now, this is a guy I used to watch. Because this guy started out as a kind of an informal channel, but has turned into a clickbaiter like Cernando. Now, I watched a video of his, and I should have realized it then when I watched like 4 parts of it, of a thing where he did GTA 5 Trevor's ghost after Trevor had been killed. Now, I know I've heard somewhere that you can see their ghost, but it's not at the spot that, you know, he was saying, like at Trevor's trailer and all that. And he was, like, reacting to stuff that wasn't even there, and it was pretty much fake. And, you know, then when he did the Nico's Dead thing and all that, I kind of started not watching him much, and I'm like, yeah... I'm not gonna watch this guy. Again, this guy's becoming a clickbaiter. So, yeah. You know, everybody talks about how the GTA community is poisoned. A lot of them may be, but there's still some of them out there that still try to give us good information and true information. And it's kind of like Geekdom 101 with, you know, all his Dragon Ball information that he has. He always makes sure he's informal. And when I do something, I always make sure there's some fact behind it. I will not come out here and say, oh, by the way, GTA 6 is out now. I won't do something stupid like that. When I see something like that, I look into it before I say anything about it. And people, you know, and I try to be a very informal channel. My channel is pretty much an informal channel with all the topics I do when I, you know, talk about things that have facts to them, not stuff that's like totally bogus. I don't make up something just for the sake to get views and subscribers and all that. I actually make sure it's factual. But, you know, a lot of these people are like, oh no, we don't get many subscribers, our views are low, we gotta come up with this and that, you know. Just like this one guy attacked Geekdom about the Vic Mangio and Monica thing, you know, the voice actors of Broly and Bulma. Some kind of sexual thing, I don't know, I didn't check into it, I don't really. My thing is, I don't follow celebrities' personal lives. Why? And, you know, honestly, some people say they're fans of the thing and they're such hardcore fans that they want to follow the personal life. And maybe that might be true. But to me, if you're trying to follow the life of what a celebrity's doing in your personal life, and their personal life, you don't have a life of your own. And, you know, I have a life of my own, so I don't need to follow whatever celebrity do. As long as they're in something that entertains me, and the news says, and if the news says they're bad, yeah, then maybe I won't watch something they do anymore. But, you know, those are the only ways I will not watch a celebrity that I used to watch. If they've freaking done something crazy, and they, you know, the news is talking about it, or if, you know, they just start coming out with complete garbage stuff. But, you know, As long as it's still entertaining to me, as long as they still make a movie I like, I'll still like them. And yeah. I mean, look at the Chris Benoit situation. I was a big fan of his when he was a wrestler. But, like I've said time and time again, what he did to his wife and his kid, I think he's a low-life piece of trash. And, you know, but that was years and years ago. Just like with the Hulk Hogan racist thing. And, you know, I kind of knew Hulk Hogan. I kind of stopped liking Hulk Hogan as a person when I started watching his Hogan Knows Best show. So, yeah. I'll still watch him as a wrestler. Even though I don't like the fact that he was racist in that video. But, you know, I'll still, you know, if I go back and I see an old match with Hulk Hogan, I'm not going to skip through it. You know, like if I see a match with Benoit that I like, I'm not going to skip through it. But, you know, what I feel about them as a person is totally different than what I might have felt about them years and years ago. Still recording? Alright, so I'm almost done. I'll let you know when I'm done. I know, I'm almost done, Jill.
Yeah, I know, but it's going to take me a while to upload it.
I know. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Talked about everybody that, you know, talked about some of the major ones I want to talk about with, you know, YouTubers that attack other YouTubers. Yeah. Alright, so last week on my live stream, I announced my great aunt was real sick in the hospital. She's doing a little bit better, but then Wednesday, my grandma went in there, and, you know, I've been at St. E and a lot these past couple days, and I've been, you know, really upset. So, you know, hopefully anybody who watches my YouTube channel, send your thoughts and prayers to my grandma and my great aunt. Yeah, like I said, my great aunt's doing better. She may be getting out. But, you know, once she's got better, send all your prayers to, you know, my grandma. She's still in pretty rough shape, so I'm hoping she pulls through. You know, it's been a crazy week. Alright, so before I go, now, I haven't been doing shoutouts on my Thursday videos anymore because now that I'm doing the live stream for Wrestle Game Mania, I do the shoutouts on the live stream. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow when I do the live stream. So now for a couple new themes I've come up with for my YouTube channel. So April, I'm going to do a Batman month. And then May, I'm going to do an X-Men. Now, I've been wanting to do an X-Men month for quite a while, but like I said, with the way I have my scheduling mapped out throughout the years since I've been on YouTube, which is now heading into its my sixth year of being on YouTube. But, so, Batman month in April and X-Men month in May. And I'm really looking forward to doing those. But the difference between my X-Men, because Nostalgia Critic's doing an X month, but he's calling it X month, and he's reviewing movies. I'm going to be talking about other things X-Men related, such as video games, cartoons, possible new shows, when Legion's coming back, and some other things to do with The Gifted. Then, as you know, June, July, Mortal Kombat month, June, and July will be anime month again, and so I got all that planned out still. I I'm gonna be buying me some new anime pretty soon. But man, that's pretty much it. So please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe. Oh, one more thing before I go. I've decided I'm probably gonna go and make a Twitch account for me so I could do. What I'm gonna do with the Twitch account is possibly a podcast style thing with Twitch, and then probably after that I might, start a podcast YouTube channel and get some of my family and friends in that we could talk about various different things together, and go on that. I'll still have this channel, but I don't know. It depends how I feel, because sometimes I feel like just quitting YouTube. Because sometimes where I'm at in my YouTube channel and hassles I've been having lately with recording YouTube videos and that, I just sometimes feel like just freaking quitting. So yeah, so please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more, hit that notification bell. I'm gonna try to get some toy talks up, and also the Mortal Kombat Annihilation I'm gonna save for Mortal Kombat month. So yeah, so I'll catch you guys later and peace out. Shell, I'm done. Shell, I'm done. Shell. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Hornsby83 as well. I'm done.
Back.